Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your daily love reading. My name is Pretty and I'll be doing your love reading today. So before we begin with your love reading, Sagittarius, please do remember to take what resonates and to leave behind whatever does not. Okay, so let's begin with your love reading, Sagittarius. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords, and this is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So this is an energy of someone who is thinking a lot about you. They are paying close attention to you. Like, this is someone who's actually keeping tabs on you. They could be looking at your social media, asking friends about you. Like, they're keeping a close eye on you. They're very curious about you. And again, we've got that like a spying energy. But this is someone who is, again, they want to talk to you. Like, they want to communicate with you. They're spying with that intention of wanting to talk, to communicate. But for some reason, they feel like they need more information, or they're just very curious about you. It's almost like this person doesn't have direct access to you. Like, they have to go through a third party. They have to ask friends, or they have to look at your social media. There's that kind of energy here. They're also thinking a lot about the communication between you guys. With the Page of Swords, they want a new way of communicating. So they could be trying to find the right words, or trying to figure out what's right in the situation. Like, there's a feeling of focusing on communication, and they want to communicate with you. They just don't, it's almost like they don't know how at this time. So they're just watching you, keeping a close eye on you, very curious about you. Let's see. We have the Queen of Swords, air energy, the King of Cups, water energy, and the High Priestess, Pisces energy. So there is, again, that energy with the High Priestess. This is someone you're not talking to, like you're not on speaking terms, or you guys could be in no contact, because it feels like this person is getting information on you, but they're not directly asking you. They're just like getting it in roundabout ways. Like, they're looking at your social media. They're trying to understand how your life is going. For some reason, they're viewing you as the Queen of Swords. Like, they're viewing you as someone who is kind of detached, or unemotional, or cold, or closed off in some way. They're also seeing you as someone who has turned your back on them in some way. They feel as if they can't approach you with the Page of Swords energy. Like, you'll only pay attention or give attention to a King of Cups energy. So this could be someone who, when you were involved with them, when you were in contact with them, they were distant, they were emotionally unavailable, and you gave the impression that you wanted them to be more emotionally available. And because they weren't meeting you at that level, you may have disconnected, you may have detached, you may have became a Queen of Swords. Because with the Queen of Swords, it's like you hold people to high standards. You don't let people like show up just anyhow. So this person feels like when it comes to you, they have to come correct. Like, they have to show up in this King of Cups energy, because this looks like a person where you do have an emotional connection with them, and at some point it was deep and intense. Like, there was this feeling of you guys were both in your heart space and you were connected, and then somewhere there was a disconnect, and you picked up on it, and so you went cold because you didn't want to engage with someone who wasn't meeting you at your level. So this person feels like in order to get to you, to connect with you, they have to show up in this King of Cups energy, which is someone who is emotionally mature. You know, they feel like you hold them to a high standard. Like, they feel like you're not afraid of confrontation. You're not afraid to call people out. You know, you see through the nonsense. You're a no nonsense type of energy with the Queen of Swords. They could see you as someone who's very like aware, you know, you're not afraid of speaking up when you don't agree with something. So they feel like they have to come correct. And so at this time, because if they're not yet in that King of Cups energy, they don't have the confidence to approach, so they're just watching you. Yeah, they also feel like you've grown cold. Like, they feel like you could hurt them, you know, specifically with your words. With the Queen of Swords, like, she has the sword. Like, they feel like you will call them out somehow. So they are kind of keeping a bit of a distance. They are trying to control their feelings. Let's clarify these cards. Okay, we have the World, and this is fixed sign energy. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio energy. So yeah, this is someone who is seeking some sort of closure or understanding with you. It looks like there was a lot that was left unsaid, and even though there's a lot that's not being said, there is a lot that's being felt, because we have the King of Cups and the High Priestess. These are very emotional energies, but this is, again, it's like still waters run deep, because with both of these energies, the King of Cups is also an energy of a person who only shows you what they want you to see. They're very good at controlling their feelings. And the High Priestess, she has this calm exterior, but on the inside, she's very emotional. Like there's a lot going on internally, but they don't show it. So you and this person could both be showing up that way. And like they do feel like there's a lot that's not said, but there's a lot that's being felt. They could still feel very emotionally attached to you. They could even be having dreams about you. Like they really feel, they feel your energy strongly. So let's see. We have the Five of Swords, air energy, the Four of Cups in the reverse, water energy, and the Ten of Pentacles, earth energy. So again, with the Five of Swords, everyone here, both of you, it looks like, are showing up as being very strategic. You guys are more so prioritizing self-preservation over like emotional connection. So you could be both kind of wearing a bit of an armor, a mask, like this, like trying to protect the self. With the Five of Swords, there is you know, a fear of being wounded, you know, having the ego bruised. So it does feel like there's a bit of a standoff here. Again, this person, they were very shut down, and they are feeling like you also now shut down. You know, in the past, possibly you were more emotionally available, but it's like you ended up mirroring them. So now they are viewing you as also closed off. But they still, believe it or not, they still believe in this connection. Like there's still an investment here. With the Ten of Pentacles, they still want to be with you. They still want to be in a relationship with you. Like there's a lot of things that this person is concealing emotionally. And they kind of hoping that their approach didn't push you away permanently. Because with the Four of Cups, it can be an energy of someone who feels, especially here that it's in the reverse, they feel like they may have missed an opportunity. They're hoping that they haven't lost their chance with you, because they feel like you've gone cold on them. With the Queen of Swords, like you're in a no-nonsense energy, and they don't know how to read you, because it's possible you guys just haven't been speaking with the High Priestess, but they still are wanting this Ten of Pentacles. They may not communicate that desire because they feel like you may be over it, or you may view them as an opponent, that you don't really view them with love anymore. You've grown cold towards them, and they hope that this isn't the case. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out an oracle card for you. It's like they're looking for clues or for signs that you still have space in your heart for them. So they could be watching you, like they keep a very close eye on you. They pay close attention to you and everything you do. Okay, we have don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. So again, we did have that Five of Swords energy. It's almost like both people here are more at this time trying to protect their ego, trying to protect their pride. And this could be getting in the way of this connection progressing. We also have surrender to the divine, full moon. We have past life relationship. You have known each other before. So this could be a past life connection. There is a strong soul tie, a lot of chemistry here. And again, it's a spiritual connection. So you could even be having like dreams about each other. It's like this feeling of feeling each other in your energies. We also have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So again, there's a need to kind of put pride aside, because this is a connection where it does look like there's a lot of potential. But pride and ego, self-preservation gets in the way, because the Five of Swords can be like a power struggle. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we have enthusiasm and friendship. A single rose can be my garden, a single friend my world. We also have majesty and virtue. The lily is the emblem rare of many virtues, good and rare. So this is someone who, again, they see your worth. They also see what you guys have as being rare, special, something like a once in a lifetime type of thing. Like they can't replicate it. They can't replace this connection. You know, even if they tried, it's like they just can't, because there's something unique about the connection. You know, it's rare. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a card for your advice, Sagittarius. We have surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. We also have surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. So it looks like you're going to have success in a situation here. Something you've been praying for, you will see it come into fruition. So you're being advised not to lose hope, not to lose faith. There is going to be an answered prayer. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a message from the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? What do they want you to know? And what do they want to say to you? So let's start with Aries. If you're dealing with an Aries, how do they feel? I wish things could be different. So there is an Aries that wants to make real changes for this connection. They're not happy with the way things currently are, especially if you're not on speaking terms. If you're dealing with a Taurus, how do they feel? We need to let each other go. I wish I could share my good news with you. So there is a Taurus that is feeling like it's over. They feel like you've disconnected, and they feel like they need to do that as well. They feel like the connection is kind of too consuming. It's heavy for them. So they are trying to let go. If you're dealing with a Gemini, how do they feel? I replay our conversations over and over. I can't stop thinking about you. So there is a Gemini that is, they're very in their head, they're in their mind, they're thinking a lot about you, and they could be embodying this Page of Swords energy, like they're paying close attention to you. That could be looking at your social media, asking friends about you. Also, possibly looking back at old conversations between you guys, like they're really reflecting on this connection. If you're dealing with Cancer, how do they feel? You and I were too young, and I look for you everywhere. So they still have hope for this connection. They feel like you didn't have a chance. Like they still feel like you guys could have had more. You could have did more. So they still want this connection. If you're dealing with a Leo, I wonder if you're happy without me. I'm starting to understand our connection. So they are hoping that they're not too late. They're realizing things about this connection. They're realizing that you could be the one. And they're awakening to this, what kind of connection this is. Like they're feeling like there's a soul tie here. They're feeling like this is a past life connection. It's a rare connection. And it's like they feel like they hope they're not too late in having these realizations, because they're wondering if you've moved on and if you're happy without them, and if you feel the connection as intensely as they do. If you're dealing with a Virgo, how do they feel? I wish I had treated you better, and I love you unconditionally. Okay, so there is a Virgo that wants to do right by you. If you're dealing with a Libra, just being near you is intoxicating. There's a Libra that really wants to come towards you. They feel very strongly towards you. Lots of passion and attraction, chemistry. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, you came closer than anyone. I feel you leaving me behind. They feel like they're losing you. They feel like you've gone cold on them. You're disconnecting. They may be viewing you as that Queen of Swords energy. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, I hid who I really am from you, and they feel like they pushed you away. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, okay, the Capricorn is not available. They're not taking action, but they think about you a lot, especially when they're alone at night. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, I regret lying to you. They do regret lying. They may, if you're dealing with a Pisces, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. Okay, they feel like this is a spiritual connection. They feel like it was fated. They feel like it's meant to be. It's written in the stars. They are kind of romanticizing the connection. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you, Sagittarius. I hope you have a really, really good day, Sagittarius. Bye, Sagittarius.